Welcome back to another Budget Buster video. Today we're going back to Aldi, and look, I have gone to Coles, to Woolworth, to IGA, trying to find some cheap items that we can feature and that we can try and eat. However, anything I find there usually doesn't seem budget. I'm talking budget cheap. In today's day and age, we're going to McDonald's is going to cost you $20. We want cheap, but we also want good. So today we're trying the loaded Smokey BBQ beef macaroni and cheese. This is it here. It is a limited time from Aldi, and it's only $3.99 for 400 gram serving, which is about as cheap as it gets. It is made by Urban Eats. It's got 27.2 grams of protein. I don't know why they love putting protein stuff on there now. It takes 7.5 minutes to prepare. It's got a 3.5 star health rating. Let's have a look at some of the nutritional information on the back. It's got 676 calories, 27.2 grams of protein, 25.6 grams of fat, 14.8 grams of which is saturated fat. It's got a crazy 80 grams of carbohydrates, 3.6 grams of which is sugar. And that's about it. Now it also says on the back here, there's no artificial colours, no added preservatives, good source of protein, low in sugar, good source of fibre, and made with Australian beef. Made in Australia from at least 65% Australian ingredients. So it's made with Australian beef. It is made in Australia, but it does have about 35% of imported ingredients in this serving. Now the cooking instruction says take the tray out of the packet, pierce 4 to 5 times with a fork, place it in the microwave and cook on high for 5 minutes. Then take it out of the microwave, stir it all up and microwave it for another 2.5 minutes. Allow it to stand for 2 minutes once it comes out of the microwave. So we will be following those instructions. Let's open this up, see what it actually looks like. So that is it there, that's what it looks like. And we'll chuck it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Now here we are, I have cooked these according to the instructions and it doesn't look too bad. Now when these were cooking, it actually smelled like a smoker was going outside, as in a smoker that smokes meat. It actually really smells like smoked meat, like proper smoked beef brisket or something along those lines. So that was very surprising to start off with. Now here's what it looks like. It has already been stirred according to the instructions, and it is also sat for the 2 minutes that is recommended for it to sit before you start eating it. So this is what we get. Doesn't look too bad. I'd actually like to add some extra cheese to this, but I'm just going to eat it as is to start off, just so we get the full $3.99 experience. So it does look reasonably good. It smells absolutely delicious. Like I said, I would love to add a little bit of extra cheese to it, just to make it taste better. But let's have a taste exactly as it is. Okay, the pasta is way overcooked. It is way too soggy. The pasta definitely should not be cooked that much, even for mac and cheese or whatever this is supposed to be. So I'm not really keen on the texture of the pasta. It is way too soft. It's got a very slight spicy kick to it, and you can taste that smoky flavour, but I think it is fake smoke. I think it's fake smoky flavour. I don't think it's real smoked brisket. We'll be trying a bit of the meat in a second, but let's have a bit more. Now here's a chunk of meat that we'll try. This is actually a whole piece of meat there. It actually tastes like real brisket. Maybe there's some real smoked brisket in it. There's not a lot of it in there. There's a few pieces like that. But it actually tastes like proper beef brisket. That's surprising. I'm very surprised here. Now I've eaten enough. I feel like it needs some extra salt on there and some extra cheese. So if I was going to have this as a meal, I'd be adding a little bit of extra shredded cheese to the top and definitely some salt. I'm going to put some salt on it now. I've got a little salt grinder here. See what difference that makes. I mean, we've all got salt. Even your work should have some salt there. If you're going to have this at work. So let's have a taste of it with the extra salt. Okay, that's way better already. Way better. It just brings out the flavour. Maybe I just like things salty, but I feel like just add a bit of salt to it. It makes it taste way better. There's another chunk of meat with some pasta. A bit of cheese pull there. It's actually got a fair bit of cheese on it, but I just prefer more. That's just me. It's actually way more spicy than what I would have liked or would have thought. It's actually got quite a bit of peppery spice in it. I think it should have less spice and more barbecue. That's just me. Let's have a little bit more and then I'll give it a score out of 10. There's another chunk of meat there. The meat is surprisingly good. Let's give this a score. $3.99 value for money. I have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's got a bit of meat in there. I would have liked a little bit more cheese, and for my liking, it's actually a little bit too spicy. It's got quite a bit of a spicy burn when I feel it should have more of a barbecue flavour, like a barbecue flavour, if that makes any sense. Not enough barbecue flavour, too much spice for me. And it's not a chili spice, it seems to be a peppery spice. So taste-wise, for me, considering the pasta's overcooked, see there's more meat there. Considering the pasta's overcooked, there's actually a fair bit more meat in there. Considering the pasta's overcooked and very soft, a bit hard to say. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, especially considering the price. I'm not a huge fan of it because of the spice. I was expecting barbecue. If it says spicy beef mac and cheese, I'd probably score it a bit higher. But since it's called barbecue beef mac and cheese, I don't think there's any barbecue flavour in it. Maybe I'm just being very critical here. But look, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 for taste. 7.5, I'll stick with that. There's plenty more beef there. It's definitely worth trying, especially for $3.99. Just be aware, if you do not like spicy things, don't buy it. You won't like it at all. You'll hate it. You'll probably throw it out because it is quite spicy. Now, before I finish off the video, if you've got any suggestions of budget buster meals, I'm talking ready meals, not stuff you make. Like, I don't want to do recipes. We're just going to review budget buster meals that are ready to eat. And they have to be cheap. If it's $15, it's not a budget buster meal. For $3.99, it's definitely a budget buster. But if this was $6 or $7, the budget busting is going out the window. So if you've got any ideas of stuff for me to have a look at and try, leave a comment down below and I'll definitely be looking into those things. In the meantime, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a big thumbs up and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.